I just started doing a lot more research about you. Like, I feel like you've been a name where it's like, I've heard of that name before, but like sometimes you never really look into the person. And so when I was
Yeah.
looking into all of your work, I was just like, I really love her personality. I love how vocal you are, how confident you are, and how bold and authentic you are every time I see
Mhm,
you do something, either it's your work or somebody else's work. And I'm
mhm.
curious, like, has that always been who you were or are, or like, were you shy when you were younger? Has that transitioned over time?
Oh no, I always had this personality. I've never, yeah, I always had this personality. I've never been not vocal. I've never been like it's funny because like I'm very outgoing, but I am a quiet person though. Like so like when people do meet me like in person sometimes, especially if it's like not at well shoot, it could be at events too. They'll be like, oh my God, you're so quiet. Yeah, like
Mm,
I'm an observer. I have a very quiet side, but also I can be very outspoken. I've always been someone who walked to the beat of my own drum. My mom said that. She's like, Jessica, she's gonna do what she wants to do. She's going to say what she wants to say. Like I've never been somebody who's gonna be in like a box like everybody else.
so for like those people that don't really know about your career and how you got started, like what was that like entrance point for you when it came to being in the entertainment industry?
Oh man, it was 2017. I had moved to New York 2016 and it just was really rough. It was rough finding a job. I had just finished my master's degree. I was like, dang, it was really hard. And it's funny because earlier in the year, I was a Wild 'N Out girl. And that didn't really go far for me at the time. I've spoken up about my experience as a Wild 'N Out girl. And it's so funny because now I'm a cast member on Wild 'N Out. But after I did that season, it was season 8. They were like, people from behind the scenes were like, oh, you should move to New York. This is where we do everything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna come to New York. And then I moved to New York. I was like, hey, y'all, I'm here. And it's like, oh, you really came? Okay. So I kind of learned the hard way that, okay, what am I going to do? Like, so, I mean, I did what everybody else would do, find a job, try to figure things out. And then I had finally found a job. And months into finding a job, I lost the job. I was going into work every day and I was like miserable. And I remember praying to God saying, God, I really want to use my talent. And then a couple of days later, I got fired. And I was like, God, I didn't want to get fired. So I got fired and then I was depressed and I just started making like Haitian skits, it's crazy because like, being Haitian is not like, it's not as big as other parts of the diaspora,
Mhm.
So it was crazy that my Haitian content was picking up so fast. And then simultaneously, I got hired at BT by Tanya Hoffler. She just so happened to see me at this stand-up event. And she's like, hey, we're looking for someone who could be on camera, an on-camera correspondent, someone who knows how to write stories. I was like, yeah, I know how to write. She's like, do you know how to read? Like, yeah, I know how to read. I was like, well, I know how to write, read what you need. And I mean, I had a master's degree in communications. So then that just took off from there. I just milked every opportunity that I could. I was working at BET Breaks as a writer, and on-screen talent, and I've just been working ever since.
Nice. Do you feel like Wildin' Out, or was it Love and Hip Hop that was like kind of like the break that really propelled your career?
Love and Hip Hop wasn't a break for me. Maybe
Mm,
from the outside looking in, it looked like it, but Love and Hip Hop brought me nothing. I didn't get any opportunities from Love and Hip Hop. While now I've been doing since the pandemic, I feel like while I've gotten more attention for being on While Now, like I've had jokes go viral. I did a Whitney joke that got me dragged
mhm.
and praised at the same time. I think I haven't experienced my big break yet. I've acted. I did a season 1 of a la carte on All Black. I still haven't found my big break. I'm a co-host on Dish Nation right now. I feel like that's great. I feel like being under Fox, under that umbrella, I feel like that will probably lead me to what I'm looking to do. Yeah.
And for you, what is that? Like, what do you feel like is next for
Oh
you?
man, I want to like. I feel like when I look at the careers that I want, I look at like Whoopi Goldberg, Jamie Foxx. You know, I feel like I can do it all. I could be a
Mhm.
multi hyphenate. So I do see myself like having a show like Wendy one day. Like I really do see that. And then I definitely want to keep acting. So I'm still auditioning. Um, and I'm going to be releasing more music soon. I still want to do that. But I feel like I still haven't experienced my big break just yet. I feel like I'm
Mhm.
still laying down the groundwork for that. And prayerfully, like something big will happen soon, you know?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I always believe like if you prepare yourself for the opportunities, like when they come,
Hmm.
you'll be more than ready. So,
Yeah, of course. Of
and
course.
speaking about like this new journey, you're now hosting, you're on Dish Nation. You're also a host for Listen to Black Women on Madame
Yeah.
Noire.
Yeah.
How has the hosting aspect of your career been? And like, does it feel like it's just like a natural thing for you?
Oh, it's natural. It's so natural. Like I used to do this as a kid, like talk to my teddy bears. Like this is something I've always done. Even to this day, like I talk to myself a lot. You know, listen to Black women. I've been there since kind of like since the beginning of it with Shamika. We do speak about important topics. You know, it's a topic centered show, which is really good. So
Mhm.
you're not just like aimlessly speaking, but you're aiming to dissect real issues that Black women face constantly. And then with this last season, I like that we had male co-hosts. You know, men can come in and give their point of view and tell us, you know, how they see things, how they view things. It's good for Black women to hear the other side, hear how men are thinking, men see things as well, while we also, you know, while our voices are heard. So yeah, it's
Mhm.
natural to me and I love it.
I would say it's very natural to you because I was looking at your YouTube and I was like looking
Mm-hmm.
at the time and I'm like, an hour? What's she talking about for an
Yeah,
hour? But then like I
yeah,
was watching the videos and it like flows so naturally and you'll have like
yeah,
speaking points and you'll just go from one point to the other. And I'm just
yeah,
like, wow. Like
yeah. Like right
that's a
now, out of nowhere, because I've been like, for instance, like I've been covering shows that I watch all the time.
mhm.
And out of nowhere, I just this last 2 weeks, my YouTube has grown so much. I'm like, what is going on? Like, who are all these people? How do these people find me? I've been doing this for like 6 years. You
Mm.
know, like it's nothing new for me to just get on camera and just talk. And then like people will stick around there. I'm like, these niggas are still listening? Oh my God, like this is crazy. Yeah. So yeah, again, I love discussion. I love it. And I feel like that's why I went to school for journalism and political science. I always felt like if I wasn't going to be on camera, then I was going to be behind the scenes speaking on somebody's behalf. Like, but either way, I knew my mouth was going to make me money.
Love that. And the
Yeah.
fact that you are like so multi-talented, like you're a comedian, you're a singer, actress, the host, what advice would you have for people that are really trying to figure out their journey when it comes to being so talented? Like, what should I focus on first? Like, what, I feel like sometimes as
Mhm.
creatives, you have so many talents and you're like spread so thin because you try to do so much at one time. What advice would you give
Yeah.
people like that?
I mean, I just feel like it's like so cliche, like, well, focus on, I don't know. I just feel like just do what feels good, right to you. That's
Hmm.
what I did. I just did what felt right to me. And I just took a camera and I put it in my face and I just started talking. You know, music for me hasn't gone where I would like for it to go. But it doesn't mean that I won't stop trying or that I won't keep doing it because I love it. That's
Hmm.
another thing. I feel like do what feels right to you and do what you love. Like I literally get up every day and I do what I love to do. Like that's something I've been blessed to do for the past 6 years. I just get up and I do what I love to do. And I'm able to, there's a lot of things I've said no to. Sometimes I feel like, well, I would have been further if I would have, but I'm not willing to pay the price
Mm-hmm.
that it takes sometimes to get further. You know, I want to love what I do. I want every time I am doing something, I want to be able to say I loved what I was doing in that moment. I want to be able to look back and be like, that was a time of my life. I loved that moment. So yeah, do what you love, do what you like, do what's really tugging at your heart. And I think the rest will come together.
So I saw that you were working on a pilot, like you want to be a filmmaker.
Yes, I do.
You wrote a pilot. Has
Yeah.
like anything else progressed? Like, are you guys in pre-production? What does that project look like?
I did find a production company, so we're actually doing the outline of it tomorrow. So we're gonna be reconstructing it. I'm really excited, but also like I'm scared because I've never done this before. So, and it's like when you really like start to dig in, you like, okay, do I want to do this?
It's a lot, a lot of work.
It's a lot. Like, why does everything have to be a lot? Oh my God. Just shoot it. That's what I feel like saying. Just shoot the shit. No, but yeah, we had to get like paperwork, you know, that took months. Took months just to like legally everybody be on the same page. I'm like, okay, so that's why this stuff be taking years. Like when you start doing this stuff, you really start to see, oh, yeah, this is not for the weak. So we're going to be reconstructing it. I'm really, really excited. It's going to focus on a Haitian family. It's kind of loosely based on my upbringing, but it's going to be a coming of age story. I'm really, really excited about it. I really want to bring more Haitian stories to the forefront and do stuff that I feel like people are not going to expect. Like, I feel like when we do this, people are going to be like, and I'll be like, told y'all. Like, that's what I'm trying to, you know, accomplish. Yeah. So I look forward to being a filmmaker. I have a lot of stories that I want to tell. So we'll see. We'll start with this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excited for that. I don't know. I just love seeing, you know, Black people, especially like telling our stories. And then like,
Yeah.
I've always loved Black web series, and I love seeing like the progression of these like actors and producers and directors. And it's like, this is how they really got their start, is like creating their own content. So excited for that for you. When I was thinking about you as a singer, I was actually like, well, damn, nobody brought Jessie up when it came to the Princess Tiana situation with
I wouldn't expect them
Ari.
to. I wouldn't expect them to, because I don't have the visibility that the other girls that were mentioned. I don't have that visibility. My visibility is very different. Like I don't have like, their accolades. So, but I remember I did the I want to be where the scammers are. I literally sang that on the set of Listen to Black Women last year, and that shit went viral, which was funny to me. But it was the Little Mermaid song, and I remixed it, and I was talking about being with a scammer. But you know, that went viral. I would love to be included in those talks, but I also have a story that I would love to sell Disney. I think Disney should have a Haitian princess. You know, there's a story that's been untold when you really research Haitian history. We actually did have a kingdom at one point, you know, and I always wonder, like, what would have happened if we would have kept that going? What would have happened? So, you know, I do want to tell a story about that. And I actually wrote the song to it too, which is crazy. I don't have the story outlined, but I have the theme song written. So yeah, I would love that to happen too. I would love me a little Disney princess check. I would love that.
I love that. And you're so right. Like right now you don't have like the same like portfolio as them, but I feel like the talent is definitely there. And so that's why I brought it up.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I do feel like I'm talented enough to be in those rooms. It's just, I don't know, hopefully I will get that. Hopefully I'll be included in those conversations. I pray I will. Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick little game before we end this call. So basically it's like red flag or green flags, but first date edition. So
Okay.
you tell me if it's a red flag or green flag. So if you go on a date with someone and he orders your food and your drink for you, but you actually like what he picked and chose for you, is that a red flag or a green flag?
That's a green flag.
Okay.
That is a green flag. Put your foot on the gas.
Well, you know, some people might be like, oh, that's controlling. Like, he's not about to just order anything he thinks I want.
No, I love a man with good taste. I love a man that can kind of put two and two together and be like, oh, I think she like this. And even if I didn't like it, I like that they're thinking that. They're trying to think about what I would like. So, yeah.
Okay. Next one would be if they bring a present on the first date.
Green flag. Green flag. My God, these men be showing up empty-handed to everything, not just dates. So I would love for someone to show up on a first date with a gift. That's thoughtful.
Has that ever happened for you?
No. Nope. I'm trying to think.
We're gonna manifest more of that for Black
women.
For
real. Black women, listen, we deserve more of that. Gifts, yes. Like that's how you court someone. You show them a good time. You give them something that they can remember you by. Like, yeah.
Okay. And last one, they pull information from your IG to ask you questions to start a conversation. Red
flag. Leave me alone. Oh my God, I hate that. Oh, I hate going on a date. It's happened. It's like, and then like, I just sink into my chair and just, I'm gonna enjoy the meal because I always love a free meal. But after that, I'm checking out. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. Because I never want to feel like I'm being interviewed. I'm not gonna interview you. I'm trying to really get to know you. But I never want to sit down like, oh, so I saw that you went to the Grammys. How was it? What was the procedure like? What? I don't like people asking me too many questions on dates, like where it feels like you're interviewing me. Please get to know me. Please think outside the box. Please. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jessie. I really appreciate this conversation.
Thank you.
For anyone that's trying to see more of Jessie Woo, you can catch her on Dish Nation. You can also catch her on Madame Noire with Listen to Black Women. Thank you, and I'm wishing you the best. And I know I'll be seeing more of you. So
wishing you the best as well. Thanks so much for taking the time out to interview me. I appreciate it.